It was actually turned down previously, and today was sort of just a legal reconsideration without being a formal reconsideration. So very much just a process maneuver in order to make sure that we were compliant. That said, really glad that the property owner and the owner of that business did come forward today and let us know that he is actually working on bringing the building into compliance. He's intending to set up a showroom in the frontage of the 3rd Avenue location to supplement his business up the road. So really happy that he is a business owner that's working with the city to come into compliance on that. Happy to be moving forward with an initial plan for a branding initiative in the city of Port Alberni. We were fortunate to obtain a grant from the provincial government that we were able to fund the initial stages of this work to come up with a new brand for Port Alberni. Our most recent brand was Bear Tracks and Lumberjacks. That was before my time on council, but I know it ended up being quite a controversial campaign in the community that the community maybe didn't love. So we are taking this back to a consultant, and then of course we'll bring it to the community and council as well for input, and hoping to come up with a new brand so that when we are advertising our community, we're able to do it in a cohesive, well-organized way. We did pass a motion today just for staff to prepare an information report for council so that we can understand better the regional park service that we do pay into at the regional district. The current budget that the city of Port Alberni pays to the regional district for the regional park service is about $60,000 a year. Additional to that, we have our Parks and Recreation service, which of course is a massive service, a big part of our budget at the city of Port Alberni. We maintain, take care of, and program, a great variety of parks, trails, and recreation spaces. So the motion that we passed today was really just to understand, to get information back on the regional park service, understand if it is something the city of Port Alberni should be paying into to support parks that are outside of the city of Port Alberni. And then also just noting that we actually have 4 parks outside of the city of Port Alberni that the city owns and operates and takes care of, but they are actually not in the regional park service. So a consideration could be, as a result of this, if those parks should be maintained and included in the regional park service so that they would be supported by all the taxpayers of the Alberni Valley. It wasn't direction at this point, really just information gathering so that we can understand the value that we're getting for city taxpayers from that $60,000 that we are paying toward a regional service. An application came forward today for council to reconsider a temporary use permit for some trailers that currently exist on a property on Redford Street. Council had previously turned down the temporary use permit and said that we would not permit those. The applicant did ask us to reconsider that. A reconsideration requires a 2/3 vote majority in order to pass and be able to be reconsidered. So it would have required 5 out of council's 7 members to vote in support of the reconsideration, not to pass the temporary use permit, but rather to bring it back to council to reconsider. Unfortunately, that was failed. It failed today with only 4 members of council supporting it. So that application will not come back to council for reconsideration at this time.